Man, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm your man OG Truth with a two, Hertz with a Z, coming at you with another episode of the State of the Truth Address. Man, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. We got my man uh Foot about to join the festivities. Um, what's happening with you there, bro? Foot? What's happening with you? What's going on? What's going
Man,
on?
can't call it, man. Can't call it. Trying to come down with a
Yeah,
little cold or something.
oh, okay. All right. Hey man, get you plenty of onions in you and some black seed oil and some all that old good stuff there.
Oh,
Get
that's
that get that to push some of that old foolishness.
go get me some old moonshine while you playing.
Yeah, that would work as well, my brother, man. Make sure everybody hit them buttons, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Um, Foot, if you can, see if you can share it in the share this in the two major Hawks groups that we participate in. Um,
Uh, let's see how I'm gonna
in
do that.
True Hawk Talk
I
and,
think,
and Hawks Home
I,
Court. I'm, uh, I'm pretty sure that they would. Well, you know what? I can just share my channel to those groups.
yeah,
And,
just share it in there
let's,
because I'm trying to figure out.
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah. I just,
I'm
yeah.
on my phone with it.
Okay, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's see how we go. Hey man, I'm getting better. I'm getting better with these all this old high tech shit. But I
That's low
still
tech
got
stuff, boy.
I still got a ways to go, man. You know what I mean? I still got a
Mhm.
ways to go. I'm still trying to get it going. But first two topics we're gonna handle gonna be house related, and we're gonna talk about first thing we're gonna talk about is I got a question. Is Trae Young the most vilified uh, Hawk in history? And a pretty hot topic that happened earlier today about the great Jacques Dominique Wilkins having a statue outside of the State Farm Arena.
Right.
Is he deserving of that, or is he not deserving of that? That's a pretty good topic as well. And if I get any of my wrestling folks to come on, we got a little something we gonna do with wrestling. But let's go right now with the with Trey Young being is Trey Young the most vilified um or some people want to use the word hated Hawk of all time. Let's do a timeline with him. That Hawks drafted Trey Young.
Well, hold on. So people actually
Actually,
saying he the most hated Hawks of all time.
um, it hasn't been anything that's been just really pushed like that. I'm not gonna say that,
Okay.
but it's kind of leading up to that, if that makes sense. I don't want to just say something to just try to spin an old narrative, but um, it's a few fans that's thinking that. So that's why we having this show now. It's nothing that, like I said, is with Major League Bow because I don't even think he's top five hated Hawks of all time. But that's just me. But the Hawks made a draft day trade with the New Orleans, excuse me, not New Orleans, not Miami. I need to stop using drugs. The Dallas Mavericks. We made a draft day trade in 2018 with the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, we had third overall pick. They had the fifth overall pick. We took Luka Doncic we basically took Luka Doncic for them, and they took Trey Young for us. We made a swap. They threw in a pick the following year that turned out to be Cam Reddish, which was the 10th pick. And Trey's been with Trae has been in the organization. This is year 8 now. He is currently 49 games, playoffs, and regular season under 500. He's had moments, good and not so good. Of course, we had the Eastern Conference Finals trip that was really a culmination of everybody getting it together at the same time. Not just him.
Right.
You had crafty, savvy veterans on that team. You had a veteran head coach who was able to get it back in the role after firing the inexperienced guy who was on his first head coaching job. Um, he's been kind of controversial. He's spoken his mind at times, at times he's spoken his mind. It seemed like he shouldn't have hit the send button, and when he gets criticized for it, it's almost like an act of treason. So um, let's take we gonna try to be as objective as possible because everybody know pretty much
Mm.
anybody know how me and Foot are when it comes to this. A lot of people feel like that we are spearheading the campaign for people to hate this young man, and which is not even nearly the case.
Shit,
But
shit's funny to me.
just to get back about him being the most vilified Hawk ever, how much credence do you put into that?
None. I mean, the thing is, people talk just talk with their emotions, right? Because I mean, to be honest
Okay,
with you, I mean, basketball is a sport, right? Sports have fans. Fans have different opinions. You got to understand the dynamic of being a fan, because it ain't like what you like. It ain't just what you think. Don't mean it's hate. Now the word hate and just being thrown around too loosely, man. Everything. If you don't like
absolutely.
something, I mean, them dudes don't care about us. They don't know us. They don't pay us. We don't know them. So how the hell you gonna hate somebody that you don't know? That's some of the weirdest. That's weird,
Well, see
right?
the thing about it, like like we were saying on last night's show, with the originators, me, Mad Mike, and K Six Man K Style. Calling me a hater doesn't it does not win the debate. Like
No,
a lot of people think, when you're debating with them and you present to them a fact to come back their opinion, and they come back and call you a hater, some kind of way in their own narcissistic, delusional ass way, they think that wins the debate when it don't.
it
It
don't.
don't. Calling me a hater does not win the debate for you. It makes you seem really mentally weak. Um,
Basically,
you really let me know that I beat you for your head, and I ain't even trying to beat you for your head because you can't, you know, formulate anything credible to back up your opinion. Um,
right.
I try to tell a lot of people who are pro Trae Young, if you will,
Mm, mm.
that Trae Young is probably one of the most liked players in the NBA.
They gonna swear you
And
lying.
it's really a handful. It ain't but a handful of people that just not really with him like that.
Hmm.
And because uh, I don't know, I, I'm in amazement that like just just from a for shits and giggles, I'm in amazement that one, two, three, four, five, maybe 8 to 10 people can really hold an entire fan base hostage. I mean, mentally
Right.
can hold an entire fan base mentally hostage, but that's what it seems like. Are we able? Are we're capable of doing when it comes to the 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 conversation about young Trey.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like, you know, like I always tell them, hey man, scroll the fuck on by. If you don't like what I said, if not, debate me about it. Come with something that's gonna rebut it. That's what they don't do. They just like to throw out this word you hate. Cause you'll never say nothing nice. I mean, damn unfair. Do I supposed to? Well, I mean, I don't get it. I
y-
don't get it.
our fan base, our fan base, in my opinion, is so mentally weak and
They
soft,
mentally weak for sure.
and,
Yeah.
and this is why our athletes act. This is why people like him, like Trey in particular, acts the way he do. Is because he's also obviously he's on social media. He pay attention to it, because he pay attention to it so much that he chose to goddamn engage in a back and forth with an ex NBA player who don't mind going now. That's now a YouTuber. He chose to go back and forth off something that he shouldn't have said nothing about. And you know the amazing thing about it, when some of us said that he should have kept his mouth shut,
Oh no, he got to stand up for himself.
he has a right. He has a right to speak. For what? Why are you speaking on that? What are you speaking on that for? See, the reason why I'm bringing this type of stuff up is because a lot of people who support him says that a lot of the negative shit that comes at him is uncalled for, unwarranted, unsolicited, and unprovoked. But yet he dives himself. He say dumb shit and will dive himself off into hatred, or or perceived or proposed or supposed hatred. Like, why are you even talking to Patrick Beverly about that? If you ain't listen, hey, if I ain't heard shit out of people like Jokic, SGA, LeBron, KD, uh, Ant Man, Luca, perennial All Pro, All Star type guy, you shouldn't be saying shit at all. You should keep your fucking mouth shut. Period. There's no reason for you to be talking at all. Because, and he right. Patrick Beverly was right on that. I ain't finna harp on that too long, but Patrick Beverly was right on that. He really had no reason to be talking to him at all because he
Yeah.
didn't single him out. You made one All Star team, son. You legitimately made one All Star team, and you deserve to be there when you made it. All right, the one All Star game they had in Chicago. Let's call it for those 3 times. Those 3 times, his fans had to bitch for him to get a nod after the third person got hurt. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Please, if my factual shit is off, please correct me on it. The point I'm trying to make here, if there's any hate towards him, he has to look in the mirror on it. Now, also, I said this years ago. The problem with him is y'all want to present him, his followers. Y'all love the brag and boast about him being the bad guy, but you don't want him being the bad guy. You want a bad guy to get treated like a good guy. I mean, can any sense be made of that?
All right, I lost you for a minute. I got a phone call. Now, what were you saying?
No, it's cool. Now, what I'm saying is, a lot of fans want Trey to be. You want him to be a bad guy, but you want him to be treated like a good guy. See, he
Uh huh.
can't embrace being a bad guy if his fans want to embrace him being a bad guy. You can't call him a superstar and don't want him to be criticized like a superstar.
Right.
Like LeBron gets murdered every day on the internet, on social media,
But he got the
destroyed,
ring.
but he's earned the right to be destroyed.
Yeah, you got some rings.
Right now, if you look and see who's the most hated guy in the NBA right now, it's Kevin Durant. If you pull up the top 10 most hated guys on there, you don't find Trae Young nowhere. You pull up the top 20, you're not going to find Trae Young. Now, he may be somewhere between 20 and 25, but hell, there's 30 teams in basketball. So basically, he ain't being hated the way a lot of people say he's being hated or being vilified the way a lot of other people saying he's being vilified. Now, let's get to a lot of people think says that a lot of the blame that goes on with the Hawks, so he's unfairly being blamed. Okay, all right, you with me, foot?
Yep.
He's unfairly being blamed for
So
the.
so go ahead, finish saying.
He's unfairly being blamed for what's going on with the Hawks. Let me say this. First of all, the Atlanta Hawks is a basketball team.
Um,
When it comes to the blame game, it should equally be spread from the owner to the front office to the head coach to the star player and to the players. The problem is, what's up, everybody in the chat? We talking Trae Young right now. Is the most vilified guy in Hawks history, or even one of the most vilified guys in Hawks history. Where the problem lies at is you got certain people in the fan base that forget that it is a team when it comes to praise, and it is a team when it comes to being criticized. Now, you got some folks that feel as if though when it comes time to the praise to be handed out, only one person should get the praise, and that's Rick.
exactly. That's
That's
one of my problems.
Rick for Young the third. I was just I was having dialogue with one of our uh, constituents in the group, and he was making a case, pretty much saying that um, Trey, we should stop saying what Trey is and what Trey isn't going to do, and that he should be afforded the opportunity to turn shit around and get it together. It's year 8,
Mm.
folks. That shit don't fly no more. It's year 8. If he ain't figured it out by now, what what makes y'all think he's gonna figure it out? And because y'all keep saying that um, he has better talent around him
It's the
now.
same team. It's the same team.
It, I mean, when he went out, he was 1-3 with this talent.
But you know what I
Also,
heard? You know what I heard during that Chauncey? Oh, it takes time for them to gel, bro. This basketball. What happened? What's wrong? What happened with these other team with new people, bro? It's basketball. Just like we go play pickup, we figure it out real quick. We know who does what, who can do what, who we need to pass to for a shot, who we don't need to pass to. It's simple in certain situations. It still ain't
right,
hard.
right. I mean, but I just when I hear people say certain things, I'd be like, okay, wow, okay, I get it. Okay, I understand. Um, the let's talk about Eastern Conference Finals, bro. A lot of people feel like
Mm.
that's enough to hold Trey to a certain,
Hey,
put him on a certain pedestal.
before you go to that, before I forget, here's what's good. You made a comment, right? People expect him to come and hey, he got help around him, right? But here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now we starting to hear what we've been saying all along. He need to take a little back seat for all this scoring all with his usage, right? Because if he don't, it's gonna thwart. It's gonna mess with what's going on. So i if you want him to do that now, what else can he offer you, right? The passing, oh, just setting up people, setting up people. Okay, you got him doing that. Well, you got somebody else on the team that can do it, that can play defense, that's
But if
long.
you can read the comments, if you can read the comments better than me, read the comments and respond to them accordingly. Because you know my
Uh,
my glasses work sometimes. Man,
okay, yeah, I see the comments. Yeah, go and keep talking.
but back to the because see, I want to try to get something cleared up a little bit with with a lot of people in the fan base because like in the words of John Harris, shout out to John Harris. Whenever this him come up, whenever the subject of Trey comes up, it's almost like start like that's when the fight starts. People get so edgy and agitated when either way, if if you feel like the criticism is unwarranted, you gonna really feel it. And then if you feel like um oh my cousin love me, y'all. My cousin brought me she done brought me a Coke, Coca Cola, excuse me, that kind
Hey,
of Coke. But
you owe when you talk about somebody bringing you a coat.
but listen, criticism, y'all, and y'all gotta understand this, man. It comes with being the fucking superstar. When you the superstar, you got to be able to wear criticism. If
I
you don't
do
want to
one.
be
I do one
criticized,
better, Chauncey. I do one better. When you play any professional sport, you're gonna be
yeah.
criticized, no matter what your level is. The same way they criticize Barlow and Nia and all them other guys. Everybody can get it.
Now I'm about to get to that. Now I'm about to get to the hypocrisy of a lot of people in the fan base. You get people that get on there and they just read us the riot act on how sick and tired of they just watching one person get bashed by eight fucking people in the fan base. Eight. But it's a whole damn group of about four or more house groups who destroy everybody of everybody else on that team the majority of the time, whether it's players, current players, former players, current coaches, ex coaches, current GMs, ex GMs, all to protect Rayford Young the third. And they really seem to get amnesia when you bring that up to them. You be like,
Yeah,
y'all talking all this
Southside
shit.
in the
Y'all talking about all this Trey hate. I'm
yeah,
gonna give you an example. You remember last year?
hold on,
You remember last year when Clint?
right. Let me before you get there. Let me so I can so I had to hook up to YouTube to make comment, but Southside made a comment. That Trey loves criticism. He does, and then like I told you the other day, he had on his last video, he had a hoodie on talking about the most hated or something. They hate something. He wants it.
How you
He
want it?
wants. Yeah. So why y'all
How,
complaining?
listen, if Trey wants the criticism, Then why in the fuck are we getting attacked when we criticize?
Bruh. Man, I'm gonna tell you what it
I,
is,
I,
right? I got the answer. I know what it is, right? The problem is Trey has given them hope, right? And as you see, when we made these moves, like when this summer, I told them when we made these moves, they all up hypes about Porzingis. Like they're like we drafted like all these other all NBA kind of guys, right? Porzingis was for his aspiring. We already know he was. We already knew he wasn't gonna play the whole season, but yet you got people clowning him about playing the whole season. But there are receipts. Oh yeah, as long as we have for the playoff. But now they clown him. Oh, we need to trade him. We know where they got him. We know where they got him. Then you pick up Luke Kennard on a 1 year. That just replaced uh 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 cardio goat Gary Bird. That's all he did,
he
right?
had to
On a
play up
1 year.
Gary Bird years to me though. He,
Huh?
for what Gary Bird gave us, because I was a Gary Bird fan. Anytime
Oh
somebody
yeah.
gonna put out on both ends of the floor, I'm a fan of
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
it.
so
It's
so
funny.
so
You know what? It's funny. What you call him? What was his nickname?
somebody gave him that, but Gary Bird. I mean cardio
No, no,
goat.
no, 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 no. The cardio
Gary
goat.
called him cardio goat. Yeah.
It's funny that he's called a cardio goat, and that's a slight to him, right?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a slight.
It's supposed to be a slight to a person who hustles, and
Exactly.
you know who pushes that the most.
Who
You
that?
know who pushes that the most, don't
Mm-hmm. Who?
you? The Trey lovers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's who pushes
Uh,
that the most. The cardio goat.
hey man, let me respond to this. So Terry Lord made a sponsor in the chat. All he's saying, name me one superstar that has won by himself. See, this is bullshit I be talking about. Ain't nobody saying none of this stuff. It's always name me this, name me that. Right? Who's a superstar? It's subjective. Right? There's no criteria to be a superstar. So when they come up with all these takes, it's funny as hell. Name me one. I mean, that's like the going. It's always name me something. For what? Right? There's something that's subjective too.
Here's the thing
It's
about that T Lord. I know what T Lord going with that.
yeah. I mean, excited how this team. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
When the
I'm
praise
excited
come
about the
out,
young guy. Huh?
when the praise come out, you want to praise him alone. But
He
when the
praised no
team look like
superstar.
shit, when the team look like shit, now you want to bring up what he don't have. You want to praise him alone when the team has marginal success. But when the team is not successful, you want to talk about what he ain't got. You want to talk about the teammates. I was about to bring up Clint Capella. I was down by Clint Capella last year. Remember last year with Clint Capella? We are we played a game last year. I think we actually won that game. And I missed it live. And I was looking at the chat and I just saw people destroying Clint Capella. Like you would
Oh
have
yeah, they
thought
was killing. They was
Clint Capella
killing. And then anytime I said
you would
something
have thought
about
Clint
it,
Capella, yeah, you would have thought Clint got caught with one of their wives or something.
yeah, just like they
And
used to
then you
go
had a
on.
certain person who did 9 videos talking about all the bunnies that he missed.
And but
Then
what
I
he
went and
should
looked
do?
when that
You know what I
then I
should have
went to a
returned to?
score app.
Yeah. What's his shooting
Go ahead.
percentage? I went. I used to always say, "Oh, he missed this money. He missed that money." I said, "What's his shooting percentage?" Then there's another
Clint
sweep. Shoot on 50%.
Clint
Right?
for
That means
five
giving the ball
Clint
back.
5 years running Clint 5 years running led the Hawks in field goal percentage. either the first or second.
until his
And the
until
year
his
he was
time
second,
until his time started dwindling. Then that went to double O.
the
Oh,
year
wait,
he was
he
second, I think Onyeka was first.
yeah. Then you know what they said? Oh, that's because he shoot everything on the bat. What he supposed to do, bro? That means he
What he
efficient
supposed to do?
still.
Go out there and chuck threes?
Yeah, that means
He's
he
supposed to go out there and
efficient.
chuck threes. Now getting back to it now.
Hey, and then what happened?
I saw about
What?
11 posts. I saw 11 posts. I counted 11 posts in two groups about Clinton and all his buddies. When I went and looked at his numbers, Clinton was like 4 or 6 from the floor. Like
Oh
four
yeah,
or six. I'm like,
yeah.
God damn.
Let me add.
He missed two shots. What
Southside
are they
said
talking about?
right. Southside said centers unless they shoot threes should have a high shooting goal percentage. I mean, and again, I'm on to touch on about this Porzingis thing. We got Porzingis. Then you know what I started hearing before he really got that he was out for a long time. All I kept hearing, oh, he don't rebound, he don't do this, he don't do that. But then y'all want somebody who can shoot threes from a stretch big. I mean, that's what I always heard. And
That's all
then
they cried for.
and then when the season first
That's
started,
all
they kept talking about
they
missing.
cried for. The whole time they
They
wanted.
mm, and then when the season started, they talking about missing. Well, we don't rebound.
They
They
cried
started
about Clint.
Clint. I said
They
no,
talked about
no.
Clint like he was the worst
They
center
gave
in
me
NBA history.
hell. They gave me hell about Clint. They
Now they
gave
cry.
me hell.
Now they crying
Then
about rebounds.
they start crying. Yeah. No,
Now
bro.
they
They ain't
crying
want
about
y'all work.
rebounds.
Y'all didn't want nobody to do that dirty work. Y'all didn't want nobody to be physical.
We
Y'all
trying to
didn't want
tell them
that.
that Porzingis had health issues, right?
Yeah. Clint played his role. We I knew
They
all of
didn't want
that.
to hear it at all. Y'all just
But
mad. Well, what we told y'all just mad because Trey finally got some help. What you mean finally got some help?
you know what they
What,
told
so
me
what did
too,
he
sir?
have in? What did he have?
Exactly. Baller up there hooping in Philadelphia, ain't it?
What did he have in 2021?
Yeah.
He didn't have. He didn't have. So he did. That Eastern Conference Finals run was all Trey by himself. Is that what y'all saying? Make sure you be careful when you answer this now, because y'all already know me and Foot. We are encyclopedias on this. We already did our research. So y'all telling me he had no help in 2021?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what. In 2021, first of all, our first series, we was 5 seed against 4 seed Knicks. We could have beat the Knicks without Trae Young. We backdoor swept them. We beat them in 5 games. I don't think y'all, but see, y'all remember Trae Young talking shit to the Knicks fans, and y'all gave them Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan type love because they talk shit to the Knicks fans. But the difference is when they talk shit to the Knicks fans, it was in a conference finals. I think both times it was in a conference finals or conference semifinals at least. Now the first round, second round against second round against Philly. He needed a whole lot of help against Philly. Yeah, he played good against Philly, but he needed a whole lot of help against Philly. Just call it for what it is. John Collins played big against Philly. I know a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this because you done already formed your opinion about certain guys. John Collins had a big series against Philly. Danilo Gallinari had a big series against Philly. Lou Williams had a big series against Philly. Kevin Herter had a big series against Philly. In fact, you don't win Game 7 without Kevin Herter and John Collins.
Who's that?
You don't win Game 5. We beat them. We beat them 3 times up there. We beat them in Games 1, 5, and 7. We were down 26 in Game 5. We don't win Game 5 without Danilo Gallinari and
No.
Lou Williams. We're down 26 in the second half. All you gotta do is go back and look. All right, when he at the time when Trey was stanking it up. All right, so and then you had a series against Milwaukee where people don't want to hear it, but he curled up against Milwaukee. Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
I don't hear that about him stepping on the ref's foot.
Yeah, they be
You
killing
know
them with
why?
that.
Because Giannis went out in that series. Giannis went out in game Four, right? Then
I
Giannis,
can't
Trey
remember.
went out in game three. Giannis went out in game four. Giannis didn't show up to game two of the finals. Giannis didn't show back up to game two of the finals. His supporting cast, Chris Middleton, more notably,
Three.
took
Yeah,
them to the finals. We won a game without we won, our supporting cast won a game without Trae Young. Remember that? Remember?
sure did.
We
Uh-huh.
won a game in that series without Trae Young. Of course, they won two games without Giannis. When Trey came back for game six, elimination game on your floor, you don't get eliminated on your floor, Trey Young. I don't recall, you know, the guy who we're going to talk about next ever losing an elimination game in the Omni. I think the
Mm-mm.
majority of the time Nick got sent home was on the road.
Yep.
Unless it was one of them unless it was early on when the best two out of the best when they used to do the best two out of three or the best three out of five, and them series can go either way. Them series can go either way. Uh, Cam Reddish led us scored in game six. If you want to criticize Trey on the teammate, have at it. But Trey was on the floor. I don't hear shit about his ankle because I watched Isaiah Thomas hating ass. He'll be ashamed of himself how he hating on Jordan. I watched that Isaiah Thomas hating ass in game four, I think, of the Great Western Forum in the finals, hobble on one leg and go for 40 against the Lakers. So I don't hear
Mm.
shit about no goddamn ankle.
Mm.
Let's go to next year. Okay,
Yes.
let's go to next year. Against the Miami Heat. I had somebody tell me the other day. You ready for this?
What's that?
That
Say what now?
about Trey getting blitzed against the Heat,
Man, they still talking about
and it
that.
was that was the reason that was the reason that we had to go for DJ Murray.
No one.
And I had to remind him that Trey had more turnovers in that Miami series than points. That ain't hate. That's the facts. All you gotta do is go look it up. Don't listen to me. Hey, go look it up.
Man.
Then they start talking about his health. Well, guess what? In the elimination in Game Five, a guy who got murdered the most when Trey was here, DeAndre Hunter, had 36. Bogdanovich had 31.
They don't remember that. But
They
they don't
seem to
remember.
casually get amnesia about that. We
Yeah,
was
they don't
down
remember.
big in the fourth quarter, and Hunter walked us Hunter walked us back into that game. Because
Sure
I
did.
think Bogey a lot of Bogey points. Bogey was hot in the third quarter, and Hunter got hot in the fourth quarter. Hunter had
Yeah.
something like that. I think Hunter was like 20 in the fourth quarter. It was Hunter who walked us back into that game. We ran a play for him to tie the game, and he turned his back.
Yep.
He shouldn't get criticized for that.
Yep.
After game two of that series, where they kicked our ass in game two in Miami, the
Yep.
rest of the players and the coaches rolled back on the charter flight. Oh, he gets on his private plane. He shouldn't be criticized for that. I'm just asking a question. Because people talk about how he's being vilified. Okay, now let's go to the drama with the coaches. You know what? I ain't gonna even go into the drama with the coaches. How about that? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
leave
mean,
that out.
I think we've pretty much
I'm gonna
talked about
leave
all
that
this.
out about the drama with the coaches because a lot of stars, a lot of I'm not just gonna attach that to Trae Young because a lot of stars had drama with coaches. Okay, that's fair. Hell, Paul Westhead won the NBA title in '79 and got fired after winning the NBA title because Magic he had a problem with Magic Johnson. Okay, so I ain't even going to the drama with the coaches, even though it still exists. I ain't gonna even go into that. We're gonna scratch that. We already talked about him running his mouth to Pat Beverly this summer. Let's go back to the other shit he's done. Why would you? Why would you? Why would you go out there and say the regular season is boring and then go out there and lay a fucking egg in the playoffs?
Mhm.
I'm just asking a question.
I don't know, bro.
Why would you go out there and say the regular season is boring? All this shit is factual, and then go out here and
Hmm.
lay an egg in the playoffs, and then when the fans get at your ass about it, your fans want to turn around and blame everybody not named Trae Young. I, I'm replying to people who say he's just so vilified and he's just really so picked on. See, I tried
Yeah,
not to bring this. I tried to leave it in the chats and in the groups on Facebook,
man, I
but you
don't
see the
care no
shit.
more.
But you see the shit that we go through.
Yeah,
You
that's why I
see,
don't care.
you see all the shit that you and I personally that had to deal with
Hmm.
in just in the last year or two. So now it's foot to neck, no pun intended, Mr. Foot, belt to ass. I'm finna just go ahead on and go on and hell, yeah, you hate me anyway. I'm gonna give you more reason to hate.
Exactly. And
The
then
difference
here's the
between me
funny.
is the difference between me and the guy who y'all coddle and small is I embrace it. He don't. So Southside, that's crock shit. I love you, big dog. That's crock shit by he like criticism because he don't. If he did, he shut his daddy up. Every time somebody say something about him, his daddy gets on Twitter and Instagram and get to argue with folks. We witnesses to all this shit. No, he don't. He may say he like the criticism. No, he don't.
You know, that's why. Yeah.
He's sensitive as hell. That's why his fan base is
You know
sensitive.
what? I was just, boy, he said just like his fan, bro. Shit like him.
Yeah.
Sending them up.
The reason why a lot of people gravitate so much to him because he embodies them. But I'm not gonna go too far in there because I don't want because you know how sensitive
And man,
some people in our fan base is.
I don't care. Cause because they give me so much
Why would
hell.
you go out here and say some dumb shit like that? The regular season is boring. And ever since listen, this is what we've done ever since the Eastern Conference Finals run. 4 trips to the play-in.
Uh-huh.
First round exit out of the playoffs, Miami and Boston. And amazingly, they still talk about game. They still talk about Game 5 in Boston. But here you go again. You getting sent home on your home court, superstar. You getting sent home in an elimination game in your home court on your home court. What shit wrong with his ankle then?
Mm.
You got sent home. Y'all, y'all put him out in front of everybody. Y'all say he the one doing something, and then when we start destroying his ass, now you want to fire his coach. Now you want to fire
Mm-hmm.
his coach. Fire
Mm-hmm.
another coach, right?
Yep.
Go figure. Go figure. Why? And the only time, the last time, the Hawks have had the number one overall pick in the draft twice since 1969. The first time was 51 years ago when we took David Thompson
Mm.
out of NC State. Why the next time we get it, this dumb motherfucker get out there and say the draft is full of role players? Why would you
Boy.
say some dumb shit like that, knowing that
The- And
your
then and
team
then
is
then
picking
you know what? They
is
dumb
picking
it
at top of the
down.
draft?
Oh, he just saying he man, that's the dumbest stuff to say. Even if you believe it, as a leader of the team,
That's what I solidified him as a he dumb as his fans or his fanatics.
mm,
Why would you do some dumb shit like that? And you know the amazing part about it, you know these brain dead, overly smart dumb motherfuckers were defending him saying it,
boy, they would defend him big time, boy.
and we got plenty of proof on that. But we ain't gonna do that on here. I could expose about 15, 20 folks on that. He's
Mm,
saying do dumb shit, and y'all, instead of y'all holding him accountable for it, you pat him on the back for it, and then when we go ape shit on him. Now we the haters.
yeah, I love it.
Travis Slink,
Mm.
who had to clean
Say
up,
say again.
Mike Budenholzer. Travis Slink, same one who had to clean up Mike Budenholzer's mess because he left us in a fucking mess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just call it for what it is. Travis Slink, who left, who had to clean up Budenholzer's mess, reluctantly took Trae Young. Yeah, I think y'all starting to hear the story now.
Yeah, you know, and when Mark
And for
Cuban
all,
finally
if
came
all
out,
of y'all if all of y'all kept saying that it was a foregone conclusion, you got some dumb motherfucker saying that Luca was gonna go back if he go back to wherever he was from.
uh,
If the house had kept his draft pick, look, no hell he wasn't. Luca was gonna show his ass right here to Atlanta. You just you just believe in that shit. You believe in that shit because it took one dumb motherfucker to say it. I don't care how many articles you type up or whatever. You already know who I'm talking about.
mm-hmm.
You already know who I'm talking about who said that dumb shit.
Bro.
Because guess what? Guess what? Me and you know.
Yes,
See
sir.
what happened? What did Alex Sard? How? Listen, if you're not fucking with a team, you do what Alex Sard did. Alex Sard didn't work out for the Hawks at all, did he?
Nope.
He didn't work out for the Hawks at all. He let us know he wasn't fucking with us.
Alexa, turn off office. Yep, not at all.
Luka Doncic worked out for the Hawks the morning of the draft in New York. So if he wasn't fucking with the Hawks, he wouldn't have worked out the morning of the draft.
Man, it's me.
So you can
No,
take
no.
all that other shit about what the fuck you think you know and shove it. I go off what's factual, not what's fugazi. You like how I threw that in there?
Yeah,
Foot.
I ain't even saying that. You said it. I did.
I
I
don't go
hear
for
you.
the fugazi shit.
Right. Oh my
And if
God.
I ain't talking about you, you can just have a puzzle look on my face.
Exactly.
If you feel hit by it, then 9 times out of 10, I'm talking about you.
Hit dog. Yeah, hit dog holler. Hit dog holler.
I really feel like because I was one person that when we went through that little draft process, pretty sure Foot gonna come back in. He probably lost, probably had to take a call. I was one person that was like, fuck Luka. And I'm still like that, fuck Luka. Because Trae still play for my team, and I still have to root for him to play for my team.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
Foot.
got another call. Let's get on this
Yeah, Foot.
Dominique
Can you
statue.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, yo.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
At any rate, I was one person I was like, man, fuck Luka. And then the more and more I started looking at it, I'm like, we may have fucked up by not by not staying with Luka. Because Luka's a perennial all NBA player. Trae's not.
You there?
Back to him being the most vilified.
Oh
Who's
yeah.
vilifying him?
Hey man, for some
A
reason, man.
handful of people?
Yep.
Majority of folks, the majority of folks I hear talk about Trey, they are pro Trey. There's very few anti Trey people.
What? See, they make it about being
Let me ask y'all something.
anti-trade. Chunks, can you hear me?
If you look at this draft class, look at
Chunks, can
everybody
you
in
hear
this
me?
draft class. All the main players who still producing at a high level in his draft class, all of them got paid except for him.
Can you hear me, Chunks?
I said still producing. I said still producing. Aiden been all over the place.
Chunks, can you hear me?
Mo Bamba them, they ain't doing shit. But when you go to talk about guys like the current and reigning and defending NBA champion and MVP, who was drafted 7 slots, excuse me, 5 slots behind him, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander got his money. Jalen Brunson, who got drafted in the second round, got his money. Jaren Jackson got his money. Couple people that I'm failing to mention. God damn Foot.
Can you hear me, Chauncey?
All right, Foot.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Chauncey?
Foot, I can't hear you, brother.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Why he ain't got his money? Trey should have been got his money.
Can you hear me now?
Y'all do know this is his opt-out year, right? Y'all do know. Ain't no more. Ain't no negotiating, right? Right now, the house in a pickle. If if they don't move Trey by the trade deadline, they stand a chance of losing him for nothing. Y'all do know that, don't you? And now, as so-called anti-Trey as I am, I personally don't agree with that. But getting back to it, why he ain't got his money? For all of y'all who support Trey like that, why he ain't got his money? Don't y'all think he should at least got something?
Can you
A
hear
lot
me?
of folks thought about he was gonna get the max. Man, Trey ain't getting no max. If he do get paid, he ain't getting no max. They just had to pay Dyson. I think they just took care of Dyson. Luckily, they got JJ on the contract. When it comes time for Zachary to get paid, he going to get his. We got a possibility of 4 number one picks next year. What I saw, 2 of those could be in the lottery. One of those could easily be the number one overall pick in the draft. Go out to have money down the line. Why he ain't got his money? Travis Clint, gone. Everybody talk about how shitty of a GM he was. Well, he put that Eastern Conference Finals team together. Shitty GMs don't put together a conference finals teams. He had the right mixture of veteran players and youth. The only players that's on that roster on this roster right now that was on that finals team is Trae Young and Onyeka Okongwu. That was Onyeka's rookie year. Get your ass out of that. I'm so goddamn tired of the goddamn cat. Your ass, get your ass. I'm telling you now, your ass gonna be at the. Your ass gonna be at the nearest Chinese restaurant. Yeah, animal abuse. I don't give a damn. You
Can
had
you hear
good
me?
veterans on that team. You had good mixture of you. Herder was still young. Herder came in. Herder, Herder, Hunter, and Reddish. They came in basically with Trey. Herder, Herder got drafted with Trey. Hunter and Reddish came in next year. And Yeka was still young. But when we signed Bogey, Bogey was still young. Clint was still fairly young when we brought him in. The old heads on that team was Lou Williams and Danilo Gallinari and Tony Snell and Solomon Hill. We had a good mixture of youth and veterans on that team. And you had a good veteran coach who's right now turned out still to be the best coach that Trey ever had. But this is the coach who gets the most vitriol and hatred when it comes to Trae Young. Why? Well, both of his fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Both of the black coaches, for some reason, he didn't respect neither one of the two black. He didn't respect neither one of the two black coaches. He loved Quinn Snyder though.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
The two black coaches he don't play for, he had no respect for. But he got the utmost respect for the two white coaches he don't play for. But the other white coach he played for, his college coach was Lauren Kruger. And guess what NBA team? One of the NBA teams Lauren Kruger, the former head coach of your Atlanta Hawks. So he respected the two white coaches. He got no and disrespected the two black coaches. But he was more successful with the two black coaches than he was the white coaches. Make that make sense? Yeah, I took it there. Yeah, I took it there.
Can you hear me?
All y'all gotta do is go back and look. So y'all asking why he's the most vilified, or feeling why he gets so much unfair criticism, so much so-called hatred. Y'all asking why. Some people are asking why. This is why this show. That's why we're doing this show right here. Flint gone. Lloyd Pierce gone. We gotta figure Lloyd Pierce is gonna be gone. He, he was the lame duck head coach. He was the guy. He was the whooping boy. We kind of figured he was gonna be gone. Okay.
Can you hear me, Josh?
Nate Miller takes over for him.
Can you hear me, man?
Nate Miller, right now, the most successful coach he had, and because he didn't take no shit off Trae Young. and gave Trae Young an ultimatum. Now he the worst coach ever. Yeah, he's a dinosaur. He don't know what the hell he's doing. He's trash. He don't know how to develop. He's terrible at player development. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all could take
Can you hear me?
player development
Chauncey, can
shit.
you hear me?
Can you hear me now, Foot?
Yeah. I can always hear you. You can't hear me. Can you hear me? I can hear
But I don't
you.
know what's going on, buddy.
You can't hear me?
But y'all can take that player development shit somewhere and shove it up your ass. I get so sick and tired of hearing about this player development shit when it comes to professional athletes. There y'all go with the titty out. Y'all can't get these goddamn millionaire ass athletes off y'all titty.
Can you hear me?
Y'all
I
y'all find more excuses to protect these goddamn millionaire athletes.
Chauncey.
Their ass already supposed to come into. Look, you're supposed to already come into it developed. The hell
Chauncey.
you mean? Player development.
Chauncey, can you hear me?
But if you're talking, I can't hear you, buddy.
Okay. I can hear you, but you can't hear
Hold
me.
on. It, like I said, Foot, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Might
I
have to
can
try
hear
to
you
come
though.
back and come back in. This player development shit be killing me. Okay. You're down a GM, you're down a head coach. Now you got it. Now you're into another GM and another head coach. You fire the other head coach. You bring in a third head coach. You basically push. You fire the next GM. So now you're on the third GM, the third head coach, and guess what? Believe it or not, amazingly, they ready to fire Quinn Snyder now. Now, now y'all care about his rotations. It's the same folks complaining. Oh, listen, all of this, the majority of the complaints about Quinn Snyder, it's some that that's coming from both sides. The majority of the complaints now, ironically, about Quinn Snyder is from what we call the Traces or the Trey Bays or Trey Five Trays. So you see how this, you see where I'm going with this? He is with 80% of the fan base. This gentleman is above criticism. So when you make him above criticism, of course, you're gonna view it or see him as being the most vilified. Of course. Now let me throw some facts out there because I know y'all waiting on some facts. I know some right now. I know some right now. Coochie's real sore. It probably need an ice pack on their coochies. Of what we saying about him. First of all, what he's great at, he's absolutely super fantastic at. It's the bad that I can't handle. We already know what he's great at. What I can't handle is the bad. I can't handle. You already got to be a ball dominant person, and your ball dominance fucks up the offense to the point to where other guys.
Can you hear me now, Chauncey?
All right, Foot.
You can
We'll
hear me
get it.
now?
Try again. How you doing?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Damn, Foot. Goddamn IT guy over there. What you doing that old goddamn? You got that old goddamn Cox cable ass internet over there, Foot?
Hell no.
Foot, you might have to
Hell,
go all the way out and come back in, buddy. What was that? Oh yeah, hating on Trae Young. Yeah, that's right. Like I said, let me go to the facts. I can't deal with the bad. I can't deal with the sucking the out of the ball for 15 seconds, 15 of 24 seconds. And we gotta hope that he give us the ice tray moment or just don't completely do what he's the number one or hopefully he don't do what he's number one all time at. Y'all know what he's number one all time at. These are the facts. Go fact check me. Go look it up. He is the all-time leader in turnovers per game at 4.2. I don't want to hear shit else about who else. I don't hear shit else about who else turned the ball over for their teams. They not ahead of him on that. And 9 times out of 10, whoever you bring up, gonna have one of these things in their favor: a ring, an MVP, multiple goddamn finals appearances, multiple All Pros, and all that shit there. He's the number one guy in the history of the league right now in turnovers per game at 4.2. That's a fact. He is currently playoffs and regular season 49 games under 500. I don't want to hear jack shit about what happened before the 2020 before the 2021 playoff run because ain't much went on after the 2020 21 playoff run. So I want to hear jack shit about what went on before it. All you gotta do is go back and look at the records. He's the fastest 2,000 turnovers in the history of the league.
Can you hear me now?
Are you here for it?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
But I don't
now?
know, man. We done tried, bro. I don't know what's up. I have no idea, brother.
Can you hear me now?
I,
Can you hear me now? You can't hear me?
I don't know. Can y'all hear foot? Hell, can y'all hear me? Oh, I ain't been talking for the last 30 minutes, goddamn, and my comms are fucked up.
So
But
Craig, can you hear me?
okay, all right, everybody can hear me. Okay, now,
So your ass,
um,
man.
those are the facts about him, man.
Well, keep talking, man.
Now, his defense is my opinion, but I think y'all all watched it. Y'all can all see his defensive ability. I think everybody can see his ability to play defense. Now, I gotta speed through. We got to get out Trae Young because we spent a little longer time on Trae Young than we should have. Um, and we're gonna go to the next topic because the heavy hitters come on at 9:05. It is 8:45 now. So one of my good buddies made a made a claim earlier that Jacques Dominique Wilkins is not deserving of a statue to be outside of State Farm Arena. And he had a lot of factual shit to back up his opinion. Um, okay, you can hear us both. Well, for some reason I can't hear Foot. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me try something. All right, I had to come out of my earpiece. Maybe that's what's throwing it off. So, Foot, if you want to try to get back in here, hey, Craig, can you hear me? All right. So, it was a discussion had about Dominique statue being outside of State Farm Arena, and I couldn't really, cause I worship Dominique. I'm a guy who worship Dominique, and I wanted to go hard at Gerald for saying that, but I couldn't go too hard at him because he brought up a lot of factual shit as to support his claim. Dominique never did win a title. He never won an MVP. He has multiple All-Star appearances. He did have a scoring title, but that was the year Jordan broke his foot. Um, when he finished, he was eighth all time in scoring. That's a notch with him. The Hawks were overall very competitive when he played. I think he's just one of those guys that was unlucky enough to get caught up. He got caught up in between Magic being in. He was in the same. He was in the same era with Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas. Uh, that crew. He got caught up in that. Larry Bird and and Kevin McHale. He got caught up in that crew. He got caught up in it. It was a lot of very good teams, almost great teams that didn't get rings because they got caught up in that crew. Karl Malone and Stockton. Malone and Stockton, two all-time greats. In my opinion, two top 10 players of all time. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I look at the all-time list, and when I look at the all-time list, I don't see Malone or Stockton. That's when I know mental health is real. Karl Malone third all-time on the scoring list, and when he quit, he was second. And of course, LeBron passed him, and went head on to pass Kareem. He's sixth all-time in rebound. He's first all-time in free throws made. John Stockton, all-time leader in steals. He's the all-time leader in steals and assists, and his record, his record will never be broken. But get back to Dominique. I think this is why I think he deserves a statue. Number one, I think he prematurely got traded. The year he got traded, which was in February of 1994, was it the year he got traded, which was in February of 1994. I kind of felt like it was something beyond basketball that got him traded. I ain't gonna get into all of that because that shit run real, real deep. So when Neek got your Apple Store along that.
Oh,
Apple Store along that.
oh, tomorrow.
I mean, here we going back out. I can stand it tonight.
Can't keep going there now.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
I told him to get some cat food for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
tomorrow. Gotcha, okay?
Okay. All good.
Because I forgot.
No, it's all good. Um, I think he got traded kind of prematurely. You was in Biloxi. I was in the Navy on I was on the ship USS Vancouver. No, Vancouver, that was in San Diego. USS Mount Whitney, the calm ship. And me and a few fellow Hawks fans, we used to always go back and forth with the Bulls fans. 'Cause back then, that's when the Bulls was in the middle of their run. You know, they was in well, actually, this was at the time when Jordan was suspended. I'm gonna call it. I hope, boy. I hope I don't be found found with the fishes. I was saying this. Jordan was suspended. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it for whatever it was, whatever it is. Hawks was number one seed in the East. I mean, I didn't know one seed in basketball, and then they popped that trade and sent Nick out west for Danny Manning. Anybody from Atlanta who's in Atlanta or just know about what went on right then, know that. Go ahead.
I got tomorrow on that, but you want to smoke a blunt later? A little bit? Tomorrow on the
I just think he got traded prematurely. Um, I'm gonna echo Dominique's words because I was there. I see what you're saying about Pete Babcock. I was there the night they retired his jersey, and when he got to mentioning who he wanted to thank, and he mentioned Pete Babcock, and the arena went ape shit and started booing Pete Babcock. Nick stopped us and said, "Don't boo Pete Babcock. Don't boo Pete Babcock. Don't hate Lenny Wilkins." A lot of people try to blame that shit on Lenny Wilkins. No. It's, in my opinion, it's a reason why Nietzsche and Dominique, and Shadur's dad left here because they both left here at the same time. That's a long ass story that if you're from Atlanta, you know it. If you're not from Atlanta, talk to somebody who's from Atlanta and know it, and they can explain it to you. The reason why I don't want to go all the way into it because I don't have verifiable proof on what I think I know when it comes to that. But I think if you know, you know. If you in the know, you in the know when it comes to that. So getting to his stature. I'm not gonna hold the team accomplishments off on Dominique when it comes to that. And Dominique was iconic amongst a lot of the youth that came behind him. You look at a lot of those guys that was in hell, look at a lot of guys that was in LeBron's draft class. A lot of those guys idolized Dominique.
Of course, they idolized Jordan. A lot of those guys idolized Dominique. Got to think about it. LeBron's draft class. Kobe was still kind of a baby, so folks wasn't really idolizing Kobe like that. LeBron's draft class 2003. Kobe's draft class was 2000 and was 1996, which was arguably the greatest draft class ever. Arguably, meaning those two draft classes, the 96 draft class, the 84 draft class, which was Jordan's draft class, ironically. 96 draft class that had Iverson, Antoine Walker, I want to say Kevin Garnett, that class there. The 2003 draft class with LeBron. Everybody know how top heavy that draft was. The LeBron, D Wade, Melo, Bosh, and then of course you had the '84 draft class with Jordan, Sam Bowie, Elijah Warren, and that crew. I just think Jordan. I think ultimately Dominique got a bad rap, and he got moved a little too early, and he was kind of really God around here, God like, and he was God like around the city, like. Uh, I don't think it's wrong to have his statue outside the arena. I'm gonna say that again. It's all about what your criteria is. It's the same as talking about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all time. You know how y'all know how heated that conversation be. I think it's LeBron. I think it's Jordan. I think when everybody mentions LeBron and Jordan, I think you're shitting on Kareem. I think you're shitting on Wilt. I think you're shitting on you shitting on Kobe. You could easily be shitting on a big old Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell. It's subjective. So it's 8:58 now, man. The heavy hitters are gonna be on in 6 minutes. So we're gonna get on up out of here. Appreciate everybody checking in. I couldn't read all the comments, but hey, I appreciate everybody checking in, man. Everybody make sure y'all hit them buttons. Everybody out there, everybody out there in excuse me. I forgot to put it in New Pack City. But we still giving a shout out New Pack City. Jamal Price, what's happening? Holt's home court, Brandon Richardson, what's happening? And we also got True Hawk Talk. I mean, man, truth with a two, hurts with a Z. We always speak truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, man. Make sure y'all hit them buttons, y'all. Hey, all my wrestling fans, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. We got a whole lot of good shit to talk. We got to talk about the mystery attacker. The mystery attacker has been revealed. The backlash that Triple H is getting on how John Cena was retired. We're going to give John Cena. We're gonna have a little small John Cena tribute, and then if we got time, also Mick Foley has dropped a bombshell, say he's leaving WWE. He don't like how shit's being ran around there. That's really another shot at Triple H. And then somewhere along the line, we got time. We gonna rank the Bloodline. Give me your all-time members of the freaking Bloodline. Make sure y'all check out the heavy hitters, man. I'm Truth with 2 Hertz with a Z. Appreciate everybody checking in. We always seek, speak truth, whole truth, nothing but truth. We are out.
Put your eyes back in your